Okay.
Oh, we lost McNeil. He couldn't take the pressure of being live.
He left.
Didn't he say he had issues with power outage?
Yeah.
That's probably why. He probably doesn't have any power for his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hey! Yep.
All right.
Now, congratulations.
Okay, guys, I may have to be in and out of this presentation. It's hard to explain, but there's some serious issues going on, some technical issues. I'll get into it later. But anyways, you guys can see my screen at the moment, which is good. So if you download Visual Studio Community 2015 and you install in the installation include JavaScript, you can do what's called an Apache Cordova app. And so I'm going to press OK. And it's creating a project for me right now. And it even gives you a little tutorial on how to make the exact app that we're trying to make, which is fantastic. So if you click Basics in our beginner guide, so it walks through the entire process of how to do this. And it even has like a...
Got a quick question. Which version of Visual Studio is this? So
this is Visual Studio Community, which is free, and it's 2015, which is the latest edition. If you just go to visualstudio.com, it'll download an executable, which will start running the installer. Okay, hold on, I gotta go. Oh, sorry. Uh-huh. Okay. That sounds like it'll be really horrible for you.
Okay, so using Visual Studio here for the app, do we have many details about the final app now?
Details as far as like what's expected or
I mean, do we know what it needs to be or what needs to be included in it?
Not sure.
Or is that, or pretty much it's just what we know from the syllabus that there's going to be an app and that's about it?
Yeah, that's pretty much as far as I know.
Okay. So I believe he said that it needs to have, I'm looking for the different things that need to be included in the app. Here, hang on just a second. So we need JavaScript, is that what he said?
I'll share my presentation.
All right, go for it. We'll just have to hear it from Cameron next week.
Let me try open my screen. Try to share my screen. Can you see my screen? What happened? Can you see
I can see your screen. It looks like the front of a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
I can see.
I'm using in PDF. I prefer. Oops. As I was searching for JavaScript variables, and I wrote this presentation for next week, and I shared this file in GitHub, because every presentation, every code we need to share in GitHub. And brother my brother Klein will watch for our presentations. It's not long presentation. I think 2 hours we can finish my presentation. Okay, I'm joking. JavaScript variables. One of the most fundamental characteristics of a programming language is the set of data types it supports. There are the type of values that can be represented and manipulated in a programming language. In GitHub, I type an example about using variables for JavaScript. PHP use variables, Java use variables. And we have variables to numbers, to string, to boolean or boolean?
It's pronounced Boolean, but
Boolean.
we get what you're saying.
Okay, sorry for my pronunciation. Okay, here is an example when you use a variable. For example, one variable for money and the other variable for name, and we use this word var to write variable. We don't need to write variable, but just var. Or that we have writing as, you can write var money, comma, name. Can you see the difference between both example? Here you write var money, var name, var name, var address, var email, for example. Or I can type var money, name, surname, email, address, etc. Here's other example. We can define the variable. For example, var name equal ally. Or I can type for var money. What's money? Who's called? Or money equal?
That's yes, McNeil.
Oh, why? I don't know. Or can write money equal 2000.50, for example. This is an example of JavaScript in HTML code. Here, oops, I type a var. For example, I create a name for this var. My var equal a global, and here declare a global variable here. This is a function called check scope. Repeat my the variable, my var equal local. And I declare again a local variable. And if I want to see this variable written in the screen, right in the screen, I wrote document dot write my var. And we see global in screen or local in screen when I type this code for HTML. I'm just looking, excuse me, just sharing this example because this presentation I shared in GitHub, and if you can read it after because it's a little long slides to see. Okay. Okay. This is an example for invalid variable because we cannot start with number. For example, if I write 1, 2, 3 test, it's an invalid variable name. But we need to start with letter or a symbol, like in the example like this. But how say this symbol?
It's called underscore, but
okay, underscore.
Most people don't use it.
Okay. If you want, okay, an underscore. For in this example, I use underscore 1, 2, 3 test because if I start with 1, 2, 3 test, it's an invalid variable. If I type this in a code, we return an error in my code because names are case sensitive. For example, name and name are 2 different variables. The first starts with uppercase. For Java, it's different. Uppercase, lowercase. How can you see this example? In this slide, you can see a variable words that we use for JavaScript. For example, abstract, boolean, break, byte, case, catch, char, class, const, continue, debugger, default, delete, do, double, else, enum, export, extend, false, final, finally, float, for, function, go to, if, implement, import, in, instance of, int, interface, long, native, new, null, package, private, protected, public, return, short, static, super, switch, synchronized, this, through, throws, transient, true, try, type of, var, void, volatile, while, with. I believe that there's other variables, names, words, but this is the principle that we can use in JavaScript. The source for my presentation, I was looking for in tutorialspoint.com about JavaScript. There's other examples, information in this site. We can first in there to help about using variables in JavaScript. Okay. Excuse me for my pronunciation. Sometimes I have difficulty to pronounce.
That's fine.
Oh, you're
That's
good.
fine. Yeah. So is there a limit to how many variables you can declare in a specific instance?
Yes.
Or is there no limit?
I don't know, since I don't. I believe that you can use this, but I don't have certain about this. I'm not right.
So we can assume that if there is a limit, it's probably so high that we will probably never hit that unless we're doing something that's way beyond our scope. So, you know, the only time if there is a limit, it would make sense to me that the limit would be so high we'd have to have a really big program.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't see there being a problem for what we're trying to do. Thanks for the presentation, Edvaldo. That was good.
We'll just have to have Cameron present next week, unless, was he doing the same topic?
I'm not sure. He said in his post that his presentation was gonna just have all of us download the Visual Studio.
That's a good idea, because we need to get that stuff ready to go before we do jump into that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to discuss tonight?
Not that I can think of. I just, for clarification, what were we thinking as far as what we wanted to do for our app? I know we had brainstormed some stuff last time, but had we come to like a decision?
I think it might be best to figure out what. I'm just afraid that in the end we'll be assigned. They will say, okay, you need to make an app like this, or that uses these things, or something along those lines. I'm afraid of, you know, being halfway in the planning and building stage and going, oh wait, that's not what we need.
Yeah, it's
So
like just kidding. Yeah.
As much as I don't like being, you know, not knowing what our project is,
Right.
Unfortunately, that's how it is. We probably won't know until, you know, last couple of weeks, and I've seen some classes do that.
Right.
And I can understand why, but it also does make it makes time a lot harder.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard for me personally to not, you know, as I'm studying things, it'd be nice to know, okay, what do I really need to hone in on?
Yeah.
What can I use for this? And yeah.
And in the real world, that's what things will really be like. I mean,
Right.
I'd say for most times you would know what kind of thing you need, and then you go and you research how to do it, and then you do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess that's how it works in my case. I'm not a programmer or anything, but I do work in the tech field, and it's, okay, I don't know how to do this. So I research how to do it and then do it.
Yeah.
So that's what would make sense to me. So anyway, so
Yeah.
with GitHub, is there something specific that needs to be on there, or just the presentations, or what?
I think it's just like the presentations and then any like collaborative work that we do, because I know we we do like those journals, and I think we turn those into the teacher directly.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else that we need to have on GitHub than that.
Okay. Okay. I'm just looking through the page right now to see if there's anything else new that we need to know.
Yeah.
And then one last thing. So I see that, you know, the things on, you know, they have to be on GitHub and our website. With our website, do they need to be functional, or do they just need to show the code on our website? Or do you think it matters?
I don't really think it matters. I think as long as it just kind of demonstrates the topic, you're probably good.
Any word from Cameron, or do you think he is out?
I think he's probably gone. It seemed like he was in the middle of something, so.
Yeah. So should we end the recording here?
Yeah, I think this is a good place. I think if we all just download, what was it? It was Virtual Studio Community.
It is Visual Studio, but there were a couple of extra things that we needed to add to it. So
Okay.
I think we should hold off on that until next week.
Okay.
That way we have more definite answers of what needs to happen.
Right. We're all on the same page. Okay, yeah. Sounds good. Are you good, Edvaldo? Any questions or?
What are you working on, Valdo? Is that GitHub there?
Oops, excuse me, I was in mute. Excuse me, my microphone was off. This is my other class when we are develop a game, and I create a game called Iron Rod. I think because we can perhaps we can use this program to create our app. This is a RPG text, and we are creating this game for other class. And perhaps we can use this to create our apps. For example, this is our code for our principal code for our iron rod, because we are creating a game about the high dream. And for this program, we are using Java. And perhaps we can use this to create our app for a smartphone, for example, to play. This is the beginning of our game. We created this then last week, and for this week we need creating new classes to move our characters to our for example our maps, our locations. Iron Road again. We have we have 7 models to our game: the family, the game, the location, map, obstacle, person, decrease. I don't know if you agree, but perhaps we can use this for creating our app to our class. What do you think?
Do you mean use the ideas that you had from this, or the way that you coded it, or what do you mean?
Excuse me, I don't understand your question.
Oh, sorry. Do you mean we could use like the program that you use to code that for our app?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's an option. What is it called that you used?
Java.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we're supposed to use JavaScript.
Yeah, I think I can use Java for our class too. I read about JavaScript, but I can use it too.
I'm sure that's okay. Look into it.
It's a great challenge for me creating this code. And
I bet. Not only do you have, you got to learn the language, and then another language on top of that.
My partner has experience programming, Java programming. He's working about 2 years. For her, it's very easy. For me, no trees.
Oh.
And because the last week I was run to finish, because here we have 6 classes. Mm-hmm. This person we create together, but other class each one create separate. For example, I create family, game, and map. It's not difficult, but there's a full of details to. I remember I studied this for a few years ago, but it was very difficult for me. But now for me, these years, have sense to understand what I'm typing, what I'm writing for this code. This code here. Mm-hmm. We don't write each one row. there's a code we type, and after this code appear automatically. For example, excuse me, I need to use NetBeans to demonstrate this. But if I use NetBeans here, my laptop will stop because it has few memory. But I think that perhaps this is a good idea. We use this for our presentation. Brother Kaze, do you have any presentation or what you learn about our class for this week? Brother Kaze?
What was that?
Do you have any presentation for this week?
Not this week, but I will next week, though.
Or share what you learned for this week?
This week has been really crazy for me because I've had to deal with a lot of car issues and a lot of late nights at work. So that's why I don't have anything from this week.
Okay. What do you think creating a presentation and share in GitHub?
I think that's a good idea, putting our presentations into GitHub.
Because we're very late in our learning. We need the speed more.
Yeah.
We need to be quick more because we are in the 30 week and need to run a lot. Because we have this just a moment. I'll share again my screen to show. We have these topics to share and learn one another. There's a lot topics to learn. And if I wrote a presentation and share, is very easy, and we can finish this thesis more 3 or 4 weeks. For example, this topic 1, we need to learn about conditional statements, functions, parameters, arrays, associative arrays. After have object creation from functions, instance, properties, method, instantiation. Let's do it. Let's do this, right? We can decide why we learn and share one another using GitHub, and we can post using our community in Google Plus. I was thinking writing about functions for the next week and parameters and arrays. What do you think?
That sounds good. Like someone takes one of each of those.
Okay. I'll have one of them for next week.
Yeah, I'll prepare something too.
Yeah, to avoid repetition. No, excuse me, to avoid repetition, we can write our topics in Google Plus community.
Okay.
For example, I write about functions. For example, if for example, Sister Michelle wrote about conditional statements. Because you write about parameters. Other brother Baldwin wrote about object creation functions. Brother Maclay Lois write about methods. But we can write. I believe that we need to write about 3 topics 4 weeks. What do you think?
Three a person?
Yes, three topics for a week. Each one of us. Because if you want write 3 topics for a week, we have 15 topics for next week conclude.
And then we're all caught up then, huh?
Hang on, I kind of broke up there for a second. What? So we have to go through all of these before the end of the 10 weeks, right?
Yes.
So based on what I'm seeing right here, we don't.
Because we have other tasks to do. This is one of tasks to do that have other tasks to do. And I'm very worried because I'm very late. Or perhaps, I don't know, we can, for example, for next week, I will write about this topic 1, or topic 2, topic 3. I need to do this.
That's probably what we should do, is just do one full number, everything in it, a week.
Or we can choose 1. Excuse me. For example, I can choose 1. Oops. My mouse is crazy. I can write about this topic. Or for example, if I choose topic 3, you have two topics. It's not a good idea. Perhaps I can choose topic 3 and 4, because we have 1, 2, 3 things to share. Do you understand, or am I confusing in my idea?
I think I'm following you, Edvaldo. Yeah, so this is week 5, I believe, that we're entering or are in. So we have a lot to cover. So maybe if we each pick 3 topics to cover, and prepare a presentation for next time and put that information on GitHub so everyone has access to it.
Yes. And in our meeting, we use our time to discuss for a little time what we learn, because this is the purpose of our meeting, to share one another what I learned in the current week.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I will share again this video in our community, and I will type the suggestion in for others see and remember what we need to do for next week. Okay.
Okay.
Can we, with the remaining topics that we have, should we create like a Google spreadsheet and then assign each one of those out so that way we're not overlapping?
Yes, a good idea. Can you do this for us? Or can I
do what?
Do you can create for us this spreadsheet?
Yeah, let me create one, and then I'll share the link with you guys, and we can all edit it together right here.
Okay. because today I have to continue our codes for other class, and I was confused about date. I was thinking that we need to conclude for Saturday, but I need to conclude today, and I need to run to complete. I have 5 hours to complete my task. I have time to do this, but for next week I will run a lot because here in Brazil we start the summertime.
Oh, is it summertime for you right now, Baldo?
United States, you have winter time, okay? Correct?
Sorry, what?
Excuse me. I repeat again. United States, you have winter time.
Yeah, winter.
Right.
Winter time. When start winter time?
Kind of now. Like we're in fall, but probably near mid to end November is when it starts.
Okay. Because I'm very worried because for now we have separated for 2 hours. For next week we are separated for 4 hours. And in November we are separated for in 5 hours. For me, of course, for me.
Oh.
But I don't know. I survive. I survive.
Oh man.
Okay. The link is over here.
Okay.
Just be sure to click on it so that way we can edit it real quick and we can just decide who wants what.
Okay. Perhaps you can complete each one. Oh, each one, excuse me. I can complete for us. Perhaps for the next week I will start work again. Today I was an interview all day.
You had an interview today?
Yes.
Ooh. How'd it
About
go?
job. Yes. I don't like it because I need to work in Saturday, but I need to work because in other jobs I always work Monday to Friday. There's a long time that I don't work in Saturday because I'm efficient in the temple. Perhaps I will lose this opportunity to serve. Because there are a lot schedules to work. Perhaps I can work 2 p.m. This time will be better for me.
Right.
Because I can go into the temple in the morning.
So,
Brother Casey, loops, Sister Michele talked about for our first meeting.
I'm just getting them all in there.
No.
So that way we can see how many topics are done by a specific person. So that way one person isn't doing all of them while someone's doing one.
Sister Michele.
Yeah.
Can you write a little presentation about loops?
Loops? Yeah, I can do that.
I know that you make a presentation for the past, but we need to share in our GitHub.
Okay.
After I invite the brother Klein to see our files in GitHub. Okay. Any questions for today?
Let's let's send out a little thing for everyone in the team to select the topics that they want to cover, or the ones that they have already covered right here, and have that here in this spreadsheet, so that way we can see who's doing what, so that way there's no overlap. So that way everyone's doing something different.
Right.
Just a moment, please. I have no idea.
Okay.
Oops.
So go ahead and put your, let me
Search.
Put names next to the different topics.
Oops. My mouse. Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Do you think you did what I think? Yes.
Okay, so I already covered.
Variables.
Yeah.
Variables.
Go ahead and put your name in the ones that you've already covered, and that's fine too. I'm just going through the list right here. Let's see. The weird word, stringify.
That is a weird word.
Oh, just a moment, please. Column to left. No. I'm right here. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Let me think. I'll type for it here. I write about these 3 topics for next week: conditional statements, parameters, and arrays. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish up everything in this document before I commit to any of them. Do we happen to know if anyone else did any of the other ones? Like I just can't remember.
I don't think so. I think the only presentations were the ones I did last week, and then the one Edvaldo did tonight.
Yeah. Yes. After I write more information in our community. JSON parse. Well, this topic here is the same arrays and associate arrays object. Oh no, associate arrays object.
Hang on. Do you see it says DOM manipulation using create element, append child, insert for, remove child, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's I should split that up to the different ones there, or just count that as one?
They all seem to be
just a moment.
together. So maybe if you had that as one, that that would just be one thing for one person for that week.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Because it wouldn't make that much sense to, it would be choppy if it was split up, because they're all kind of hand in hand.
Brother Kaze.
Yeah.
What spell your name? Kaze?
It's so this is how you pronounce my name.
Yes.
like this.
KC?
That's right.
Oh, oh, different. KC. If you can choose your 3 topics for our. Oh,
Oh, I'm just going through and I'm putting them all in first.
Typing everything.
Yeah. It's just taking me a while because I look up and look down, look up, look down, look up, and it's kind of time consuming. And it also is kind of a pain to do this in the dark. Hang on a second.
I know. Dark
And then
where
there's lights. And then there's lights. Look at that. I'm not quite as pale as I appear in this video. Okay. So, let's talk about
Actually, your presentation was in week 4 or 3? Do you remember?
It was last week, so
4?
week
Don't
4.
4 or
Last
3?
week, 4.
Oh, 4. I don't remember. After I will compare this after I wrote it, I write correctly. Okay?
Okay.
Brother Casey. No, Casey. No, Casey.
Casey,
Casey,
you got it.
Casey.
Okay. Let me,
thanks for writing our spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me just finish this up because I'm just. HTT.
But I wrote it wrong. Let's go on here. Okay, 4x6.
HTTP. Should we also do the app design and creation group as well?
Yeah.
I mean, this.
The
Actually, I don't. It's not in the code topics. Never mind.
I'm copying this link and sharing our community.
Yeah, I've made it so anyone can edit it, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the topics. Now, some of them might be big, some of them might be small. I don't know, but let's see. So let's see. Let's see. I definitely want to try.
Okay.
We probably need to put more in there, right? But if each of us take.
Okay. There's a difference between these arrays.
Huh? Are you saying that they're the same or different?
The same or different? Because
here in the document it says that they are.
Okay. Yeah.
Storing arrays. Yeah, so if you look at that one, arrays and associative arrays and objects. So I think it's that they're all
different
together in that same week. So
yeah.
I'm also gonna put my name on this one too.
Okay.
So when Cameron comes and he can pick his few and McNeil picks his few, but do we need to have these assigned to different weeks for the future?
Yeah.
Okay. So next week is Cameron, whether he decides to do the Visual Studio or this. I feel like we should do both of them because we'll end up using both of them.
Yeah.
So whatever he chooses, we'll just send him.
I remember. Or we can perhaps we can make a video for our presentation.
Oh, you
It's up to you.
you mean like
We can.
we can do a video for the presentation, or should we do a video for the presentation?
Yeah, it's up to you. You can use a video or presentation.
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. We need to let you now because we have other class now to
Okay.
continue my code for Java.
Okay.
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 So let's end the recording right here, and we will let's send out an email or post something on the Google Plus page, so that way everyone can see what they need to do, and then come around next week, and any of them that haven't done this portion, I guess, will just be assigned. So I guess that's the benefit of attending the group meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other things that need to be mentioned?
Cosmos. Okay, we can meet in the same time for next week.
Yeah.
Yep. Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. 6 Mountain Time. There we go.
Yeah.
For me, it will be 10 p.m.
Okay.
Oh.
Summertime is good to choose. I don't like summertime because we need awake very early. Because my wife awake 4 o'clock a.m. and I need to let her to her job at the bus station. Okay, thanks for our meeting today. Thanks for your patience with me, because I know my pronunciation is not perfect as you are.
No, you're fine.
But I'm trying to speak English.
You do a good job, Aldo.
Oh, thanks.
You speak better English than I speak Portuguese.
Oh, it's true. Oops, I forgot. Thanks for your patience with me, and we meet you again for next week. And have a good day. Oops.
All right.
Have a good week.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, stopping our broadcast now.